is Padmini Pandit. I'm playing Sajda in Daayre.
Hi, this is Kaneeta Arshad. I'm the assistant director in Daayre.
And here are our questions. I'm just going to read the first one. Act out how it feels like to be on your period for 10 seconds. That's easy.
Okay. She's a really good actress. I can't do it, that would be really awkward, but I just walk around with a really sad face, like straight, no expressions. That's all.
Okay.
What is something you don't enjoy about filming?
Is it in general or is it specific to this?
Up to you. You can
I
answer
think
both.
I just love the process of filming, so there's nothing that I don't enjoy. But for this movie in particular, how can I forget the second day, if you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling so strange. I was cold and I was sweating and it was horrible. So yeah, I came back home midnight and found that I was COVID positive. I felt terrible. I felt really super responsible for the rest of the crew, but fortunately nobody had got it from me. I think we were being really careful, right? We were always wearing masks when we were not shooting, and washing hands and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, those were very difficult times. So then I joined back in 5 days once I was negative. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she started feeling well halfway through, but she still wanted to finish her role because we didn't suspect it would be COVID. You know, by that time, I think cases were less, right? So we didn't suspect it would be COVID. So she still wanted to finish her part because it was a really important scene. So she did halfway, but then it got really bad because you know how COVID can be. So she went home early, but we did it again.
Yeah.
It was really nice. We had to do the whole setup again, exactly the same. But I think it was okay. For me, I think the long working hours were really hard because we were shooting 12 hours a day, and this is my first time being an AD, and I was not expecting how hard it is going to be because you know normal working hours are 8 to 9 hours. We were filming from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and then I live really far, so the travel time itself is like 2 hours. So I would get home at 1 a.m. and then the next day I'm leaving at like 6 a.m. But you know, I was still really excited during that time because I was waking up at 6 a.m. It was summer, so it was really bright in the morning. But by the day 6, I was like, I cannot wait to go back to my normal job. I don't want to be in films. As soon as I went back, I was missing the filming because it's really nice. There's really nice environment. Everybody's really close and respectful of each other. So that was really nice.
Absolutely. I think it was a very intense shoot. We finished it in how many days?
7 days.
7 days. It was super intense, and I think Kaneeta is one of the most patient ADs I have ever met. She's just amazing. Always patient, always very calm, and you know, handling things. There's so many things you were doing.
She doesn't throw around any tantrums, so that helps a lot. She was really nice. She did really well, and we were so lucky we got to work with her.
Likewise, absolutely. Which scene was the hardest one to shoot? Oh, can I go first?
Yeah.
I think I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm not sure, but I think must be the last part. For me, it was the last scene that we shot with Rabab. It was a very, very intense mother-daughter confrontation.
That's actually in the beginning, but we had to reshoot.
Oh yeah, because COVID. Yeah, that was the last scene on the set that we shot, and it was. I remember it was midnight already, and the shift was over. Everybody was tired, and we literally had to try and do it in one take. Lots of dialogue, so it was a very long scene.
It was
very intense and a very tight space, right? I remember like we were really.
I think even standing in the kitchen area, so it was just the two of us. It was back and forth, the argument, so you had to do it.
Yes.
You had to keep the expressions up the whole time.
Absolutely. And like I said, it was a tight, we didn't have time.
Yeah.
So that was certainly not just for this movie, for this film, but I think in whatever work that I have done, that was one of the toughest scenes for me.
I think it's also because of the time frame. It has to look like certain part of the day.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had to film within those hours or else we would lose the light or something.
Oh yeah. We were struggling with the light as well. Yes, certainly that one for me.
For me, as an AD, we were filming in Aberdeen. It was so hot. It was between like 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. we were shooting this outdoor scene where the character is waiting for the bus. So the director was really specific. He's like, I want this bus. It has to look like this. The character has to walk like this. Because he wanted everything to be perfect, right? And he's like, it has to be exactly like this. Otherwise,
that's Kasim, right?
that's Kasim. Yeah. He's like, I want it to be perfect. And we were just standing there under sun, and we were like, oh, it's so hot. It was July, I think. July is so hot. And I was just like, done with it at that point. But we did get the shot after a lot of takes and a lot of buses went by. So that was really hard. If you could swap roles with any other cast or crew member for a day, who would it be and why?
I think it would be Rabab. Who doesn't want to be? I want to be the center of the film. No, I think I'm just joking. I was very happy with the part that I played. I think it was very sensitive, intense, a lot of shades I had to play in the role. I was very, very happy that I was playing the mom. What about you?
It was really important character. For me, I would really want to be the director. His role was really nice. So he just had to sit down because he already explained his vision to everyone, right? So there's storyboard and everything else that everybody understand what he wants. So he just had to sit in one spot while everybody else does the work, right? But it was also his first time, so he couldn't sit still. He kept moving. He kept coming out, and it was so annoying at one point. Everybody was like, just sit down. Is there something wrong with the screen? Is there something wrong with the headphones? Can we help you with something? He's like, no, I just want to see. So he got a lot of special treatment, which is really nice, you know. If he's standing under the sun, he gets an umbrella, but I'm standing right next to him without an umbrella, so I'm like, this would be so nice, because you have so many people who want to help you bring your vision to life. So even the actors, crew members, everybody respects you. Everybody wants to know what you want out of them. So that was nice to watch.
All right, last question then. How did this experience change your perceptions on periods? I wouldn't say a change in perception really, but I was really filled with gratitude by the end of the filming process, because I've been there, done that, you know, I've gone through that phase. Growing up, period was a taboo word. And it's a very uncomfortable phase of life. It is not nice, and it shouldn't be that way. So I feel very happy now. Today I'm in a position where if I'm at work, or if I'm on a date, or if I'm with my friends, or if there's a family function and if I'm not feeling perfect, I can just get up and say, you know what, I'm not feeling comfortable, I'm on my periods, I need to go. But that wasn't the case growing up. So yeah, I just felt that, my God, I mean, this is what I have gone through, and thank God it's bygone.
It's so sad there's still girls going through that, right?
Yes. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, for me, I was talking to this older woman about this issue, and she said something to me that just stuck with me. She said that so many men don't even take care of their wives when they're pregnant. What makes you think they'll take care of them while they're on their periods? I'm like, there's so much, you know, they neglect it so much, that the pain that women go through, period pain is so strong, you know, and so many women have terrible pain. I've actually seen so many girls, they're screaming, they're crying, it's really bad. And everybody else will say, oh, it happens every month, you should be used to it by now, you know, you shouldn't be acting that way, what are those mood swings and everything like that.
Oh my
because
God.
Yeah, they cannot experience the pain, right? So even in a household, the father or brother, besides the shame factor that, oh, you know, we need to keep this barrier within men and women and we shouldn't talk about it, I feel like nobody even understands.
There's no empathy.
There's no empathy there. It's like, oh, every woman goes through it. You too have to go through it. Just deal with it, you know? And I feel like this happens in so many countries all around the world, right?
Yeah.
I've read so much about this while we were making this film. I think in one of the countries, they send women far away from their home in these abandoned places where they have to live for 7 days while they're bleeding because they're impure and they cannot be at their own home, and they get killed there, you know. Dogs come in and all those things happen. So I mean, like, in today's world where we talk about so much
women empowerment,
Yeah,
and we're moving in
gender
the
equality, and we talk about so many things. Such a small issue
basic, isn't it?
Yeah, such a basic issue is still something that is not
That is
normalized. Yeah, it's still a shame to talk about it.
Absolutely. I think it's a high time we move on and just
Yeah,
be empathetic, guys. Understand it's a very tough time
Yeah.
for women, for most women.
you can't ease their pain. You cannot help them with their pain, but the most you can do is not tell them to act normal, because it happens every month and they should be used to it by now.
All right, that's it from us, and I really hope, I'm sure actually, that you will enjoy the journey of Daayre.
Yeah, we cannot wait to share the story with you. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we did making it.
Absolutely.
Bye!